Good morning and welcome to Uplift Ministries Easter Prophetic Corporate Journey. We are so excited that you are going along this path with us during this week of Passion. Each day you're going to be receiving an email. You can also find this on our Uplift Ministries Facebook as well as the website. And in this you are going to receive golden nuggets that are going to inspire you, motivate you, and encourage you during this time of Passion. But not just for this week. Hopefully these are seeds that will be planted inside of you that will continue to grow beyond. These are things that you can activate in your life personally. Our theme for the journey is resurrection power. Do we really understand what that means? You know, when Jesus left this earth, he said, listen, I'm going away, but I'm going to give you something. I'm giving you the power and the authority that I have that's been given to me. And I want you to go and I want you to do great things. You're going to do greater things than what I even did. And right now, he is within each one of us going about wanting to do the greater things. Is he doing it through you? Today, resurrection power reminds me of fire. We are people of fire, and we are ignited so that we can burn bright and be lights in this world. I had a rabbi share with us a few weeks ago some of the original Hebrew language from the Bible, and it's very interesting because their language is made up of symbols. Their writing. And so it's very impressive the way that you can see how one word can actually mean several different things, and it's made up of several other different words. Now, for instance, when we look at the book of Genesis, the very first words that we read in our language is in the beginning. Notice the symbols in Hebrew. We also know that in the beginning there was a covenant that was made. Again, notice the symbols of covenant. We see these same symbols of covenant in the beginning. So in the beginning, God made a covenant with himself, and he also made it with his creation. Now, look at this. We see the word fire. Notice the symbols for fire, and notice that fire was also in the beginning. How interesting is that? You know, God is light. Jesus came to be the light of the world, and he put that light inside of us. Let me show you the proof of that. Whenever we see fire again, and we see the symbols of fire, we see here that in the beginning God created man. What did he do? Look at this. Within man is fire. He also created woman. He took woman from man, fire, but there's something else that's right here. What is this? What is that? The Hebrew writing for Yah, or God, is this. Notice we see this here, and we see this here. So what am I saying? I'm saying that God created man and woman in his own image, and that we are light because God is light. Do you know fire is a form of energy, and it produces certain things. It produces light, it produces warmth. Back in the day, they would use fire in order to produce steam, in order for locomotives to be able to move, as well as for steamboats to be able to move. It produces energy. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. So the Lord created us in his own image, put fire inside of us. We are made of light. We are made of fire. And the thing is that so many times we don't realize that because the trials and the cares of this life come to extinguish our fire. It's like that fire that goes under a bowl and it's not out in the open. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. It's hidden. And the Lord doesn't want us to be like that. But he wants us to be a light in the world. And so we have to get out of those areas where we are hidden. Maybe we call them our comfort zones, so that we can go and that we can be light. Have you ever walked into a place where all of a sudden all eyes were on you and you couldn't figure out what that was? Could it have possibly been the fire, the light of Jesus that was shining through you that got their attention? It's very possible. You see, during this time of resurrection power, what we are having to realize is that we have been dying to ourselves. But it's not been in vain. There has a greater purpose to that death. It's so that we are less and he is more. And that resurrection power rises up inside of us. That light permeates through us everywhere we go. People are getting feeling the warmth. They're seeing the light. They're being drawn to us. They might not even understand it because maybe there's not a natural light, but they're seeing something that they want and that they desire. And so I encourage you today to get out there, fan into flame that fire that is inside of you. It's like Paul told Timothy, because he laid hands on him to reiterate that and to manifest that, and get out there and do work. Be energized and do work. It is inside of each and every one of us. And so I encourage you to go do that today. And so right now, I want to speak to any fatigue that has been binding you and that has been holding you back. And right now, I speak energy into your very being. I ignite that flame right now. It's kind of like a pilot light, you know, that's on a gas heater or a gas stove. It's there, but it just needs something to fan it with, something to ignite it with. And so right now, I am igniting that flame inside of you so you can get out there and you can do work. You will be light, you will be fire, you will be energy everywhere you go. And you are going to begin to pass this along to other people, because you know what? They're light too. There's energy inside of them too. There is fire inside of them too. A little flicker that's just waiting to be ignited. And it's the Jesus in us that wants to ignite that. Let's go out there today. Share this light. Let's set your world on fire and be all that God has designed you to be. He's created these works in advance for you to do and for me to do. And so I encourage you today to be light. Be who you were designed to be. The image of God on fire. And remember, it's a good time to be you.